Here with Davenport head coach Sparky McEwen, Myren Harris, and Julius Wilkerson. Guys, a big 24-19 victory over Bowie State. Matchup of teams nationally receiving votes. Coach, just give me your initial thoughts on today's game.
You know, a lot of credit, to Bowie State University. We knew coming in that those guys were going to come in and give us everything they had. And our guys knew we were going to have to give everything we had in order to pull this game off. So credit to them. They did a great job after halftime, making some adjustments, and they had us on our heels. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of turnovers on their side. Obviously, us causing them, a lot of credit have to go to our guys for, creating those turnovers. So our defense played well. Our offense did enough, to win the game. And in the special teams department, I thought we were pretty solid as well.
+5 in the turnover margin today. No turnovers through the first two games. You guys are 2-0, obviously. Speak on that.
Very pleased. We talk about that. We talk about taking it away from teams, and we also talk about not turning it over. As you see today, that was a difference in the game. Both teams gave tremendous effort, and that's all. As head coaches, that's all you can ask. That team. Wow, I'm gonna love watching them play the rest of the year. I don't really see them losing another game. If one, maybe one, but other than that, that's a very physical, talented team. That quarterback, wow. He absolutely is a man. He took a beating, and he just kept getting up and making things happen.
They drive down to your 12-yard line late in the game, and then Chris Thompson with a big pick in the end zone. Go over that play for us.
Our defensive backs, I think we had 4. Our defensive linemen had 1, actually. And we were actually all around the ball all day, okay? To their credit, they play hard. The other team's receivers are, they're pretty elusive. So our guys knew we had our hands full going into this game, but I'm proud of my guys. They were able to do and execute our scheme. And that play at the end, to seal the deal. That one right there was classic for our defense because, like I said, our defense and our guys know our defense has to play big for us in order for us to be successful.
How do you cut down on the penalties? 13 for 129, and it almost cost you, I think, at the end. So what do you work on in the bye week?
Well, some of those things, the frustration part there is some of those are discipline penalties. And, I think that's something that coaching, our guys are going to have to respect this game a lot better than what we are. Now, some of those penalties, too, I really felt was questionable. Very questionable, and the tape will show that, but at the same time, when we have the ability to take care of some of those controllable, penalties and calls, we need to be more disciplined and play the game the right way.
Myren, for you, we're sitting at 17-12 late in the fourth. You pretty much single-handedly get us down the field with a couple big runs, and then you have the 2-yard touchdown run. That late in the game, how big is endurance and being able to finish drives like that?
Like very big, like big credit to the O-line, due to some sources, I was told that the O-line was, like one of our weaknesses, but the O-line came in, and we conquered today. And with that being said, I can't do no without them. So.
16 carries for 134 yards and a touchdown in your second game here at DU. Just talk about your performance in general and how you build upon that.
Well, I think as an offense, we have to be better. I think we have to be better at putting a complete game together, but utilizing what we're good at, and which is the run and pass. We have to go hand to hand, with each other. So like whatever we need to sacrifice, and people need to understand it, and lock it on the road, to make that happen.
Julius, for you, 17 tackles and a fumble recovery for you. Obviously, there were a lot of short passes, but how important is it to limit them and keep them after just a couple yards gained? It seemed like you really were solid wrapping up the receivers today.
Oh yeah, no, that's my D-line right there. Pressuring, making him throw it fast, not being too comfortable in the pocket. They really allowed me to do my job back end, staying on guys like glue. Like it was amazing to see my guys work out there.
They really came with a really fast tempo, a lot of no huddle throughout the contest. How important is it to focus in that fourth quarter when that last drive is coming down and they're trying to really push that tempo?
Extremely important. You saw my guy Chris. He was out there. He had the most focus. Getting the toe tap in there, interception, seal the game away. It's extremely important, something that we emphasize in practice. So, yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, they ended up running 89 offensive plays to our 57. So I'm sure you guys take this bye week and refresh a little bit. So, Coach, again, 2-0. What are some of the things you work on in this bye week as you look forward to William Jewell in 2 weeks?
Health. Man, we had 2 starting offensive linemen out. We had 2 starting receivers out. We had 2 starting defensive linemen out. That's 6 starters. You can't you can't go in and expect, to play at the highest level with 6 starters out. Having those kids out, but once again, to credit to this football team, those other kids stepped up. And man, they stepped up big. So I couldn't be proud of them more. But the biggest thing is number one, we got to work on the discipline. Okay, because there's some penalties in there that are what you call discipline penalties. And then other than that, just keep staying patient and stay focused and stay as a family. And we'll go and take a week off, and they don't come back till Wednesday, right? Is that right? We'll be working, but these guys, they won't be around here for a while. But we got to heal up.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you. Go Panthers.
Thank you.